Let's get started a little early because I'm late a little bit anyway. Hello, hey, how you doing? How are you doing? I'm switching up my schedule. I'm going to do Tuesday nights and Thursday nights and Sundays for streams. Sundays being the gaming stream. The Tuesday and Thursday being the ring streams. So, a little game came out last week. It's a little known game. It's called Final Fantasy, I think. Anyway, I've been playing the crap out of it. I think it's a pretty good game. It's not without its issues, but it's overall a pretty good game. I've been enjoying it a lot. About 40 hours in or so. And I thought, you know, I really like this game a lot. What can I do to, you know, make a ring into it? Make a ring out of it? Something like that. So, I'm going to be making a ring based off of Clive Rosfield, which is the main character of the game. He's on the box. You can see him. He has that crazy tattoo on him. And his clothes are super edgy looking, but they're kind of awesome at the same time. So what I have here is a special ring with a kind of like a tribal-ish inlay, and there's some on the sides as well. You can see it here. So I thought there's like a bunch of like curves and pointy stuff, and I'm like, you know, that's kind of perfect. That fits Clive pretty well. So I'm going to make the center black, I'm going to make the sides red to match his outfit, and then I'm going to make it glow orange because if you know, you know. I'm not going to tell you why I'm making it glow orange. It's a spoiler for the game. If you want to find out, you should play the game. It's worth playing, let me tell you. So I thought, you know, that'd be cool to do, and it'll be topical, and I'll turn it into a TikTok as well. And yeah, we can get started here. I have everything kind of like pre-made. I'm gonna switch to the other cam here right now. Where am I? Bang. Here we are. Decrease the brightness a little bit for you guys. And now, basically, we're good to go. And I also thought, you know, while I'm trying to be focused and, you know, create this ring, that we'd watch a video Final Fantasy related. So I was like, well, what can we do? I don't want to spoil the new game for you guys. So what I came up with is there's this channel called Final Fantasy Union, and you'll never guess what they post, right? No, that's not it. You'll never guess what they post. That's right, Final Fantasy content. So I thought it'd be topical and interesting because I saw this video and I was like, I want to watch it, but it's like, oh, why don't I also watch it on stream as well? About unexplained mysteries, Final Fantasy mysteries. And so I'll be reacting to that once I can find my pattern of speech, maybe. And also be making the ring at the same time, and it'll be fun, and the ring will be cool, I think. And yeah, guys, that's the plan for today. I think I'll be able to get this ring done. Also, I'm sorry, I missed a stream earlier this week. I had real life things to do, and I already always prioritize the real life stuff, just because, you know, you gotta. Alright? So, I'm gonna start this. Hopefully it's not too loud, and we will start the ring as well. So, also probably spoilers for this. I don't know exactly what they're going to talk about, but, you know, let's give it a shot. And I have some other stuff we can watch too. This is probably going to be done before I'm done. All right, let's go. And I'm just going to check the levels really fast before I get to it.
Over the years, Final
Yep.
Fantasy has played host to some iconic and unforgettable.
I think this is fine here.
In the beginning, earlier installments of the franchise featured simpler narratives.
There we go.
Character rosters.
I think it's fine.
But as the series evolved, the developers
right there. Okay.
sought to push the boundaries of their games as a storytelling medium.
Just a big fat spoiler right at the beginning.
More compelling and engaging. Thus, they would gradually begin to place greater emphasis on story development, and this would see games
also another huge spoiler.
and elaborate.
This is definitely
But in the
not for people who haven't played these games.
Or details that would have a rather strange and unexplained place in the story, whether it be a scenario with no
I haven't played all of these games.
atmospheric phenomenon amongst the characters, or simply no follow-up to certain significant occurrences. These would essentially become plot holes that left players perplexed and eager for answers. Interestingly, a considerable number of these inconsistencies in the plot would persist in the form of unanswered questions and unresolved mysteries, and even after long periods of time, they would never really receive a satisfactory explanation. That's why for today's video, we've decided
Some of these stories aren't exactly like easily followable.
Investigate the clues behind them. So strap yourselves in as we begin our journey with the curious case of what happened to Banon in Final Fantasy VI.
I don't know much about 6. I heard it was really good though.
As a whole, Final Fantasy VI boasts one of the most extensive roster of characters ever, and this would be expanded upon even further.
This is the one that the guy can suplex the train, right?
That are available to play for a limited period of time. However, if we're comparing those guest characters, Banon would stand as one of the most crucial. Banon was first introduced as the head of the Returners, an important rebel faction that opposed the Gestalian Empire and counted several of the game's main characters amongst its ranks. But in addition to spearheading the resistance, Banon would also act as a guiding figure and moral compass for the party as a whole. He would inspire a great
Precision taping here.
in joining the Returners to use her powers for good, and he would advise the party on numerous occasions, such as directing them to seek aid from the Espers against the Empire. As such, he had a significant impact on the party's course of adventure for a good portion of the game, but his presence would oddly enough not be felt for long. Following the destruction of Vector at the hands of the Espers and the Empire's supposed surrender, Banon would express his uncertainty at the idea of trusting the Empire in their search for the Espers to make amends. Although his intuition would prove correct,
Cut that off.
it would very strangely be the final encounter with Banon, as he would never be seen again. Considering how crucial Banon was in the struggle between the Returners and the Empire, his absence was felt tremendously.
Come on, there we go.
He was the leader of the resistance and was featured so prominently.
Okay, I think that's taped up pretty well.
It has naturally led to people wondering what exactly happened to Banon, and in this regard, there has been plenty of speculation. For one, there is some belief that he may have been killed by the Empire upon the revelation of their deception. This could potentially be supported by Edgar's statement that the party had...
It's a little bit quiet for me, so I'm gonna adjust the volume just a little.
He could have also perished during the cataclysmic collapse of the World of Balance into the World of Ruin. But there is another intriguing theory that Banon,
there we go.
in actuality, led a double life as...
Okay, I think that's fine, hopefully.
Sabin and Vargas, and that his vanishing act was simply him retreating into this persona as a means of going into hiding. Some compelling evidence would support this theory, such as Bannon and Duncan having identical sprites, which would only be
I have orange glow powder that's white. It's just a space form. And I'm gonna inlay it all throughout the ring, pretty much. I could have filled the entire thing with glow powder now, I realized at this point, and then like done the other thing we're gonna do with the opals, which I don't think I mentioned, but I could have done that, but I didn't. You know? It's one of those days. I'm also new to this night streaming stuff. Usually I'm winding my brain down.
Hideout would actually conduct a thorough analysis of this theory, highlighting the eerie hints surrounding it. Though these theories regarding Bannon would have
what am I looking for even? Oh.
As we would never really get any sort of true follow-up regarding its status. Interestingly, when Hironobu Sakaguchi himself was questioned about the fate
Gotta
of
be
Bannon,
very precise with this glue.
use their imaginations. Aerith's death was no doubt one of the most shocking and pivotal moments of Final Fantasy VII, as well as video game history as a whole.
I wish I was able to like experience this for the first time myself, because it all was ruined for me pretty early on in the internet days. Like experiencing it for the in-game for the first time would have been crazy.
Would even inspire Japanese fans to submit a petition for her revival. The push would even go on to spawn numerous rumors of in-game tricks to keep her alive, all of which would turn out to be false. And even though it was clear she would never return to the party, it was possible to still see Aerith in-game following her death at the conclusion of Disc 1. Upon re-entering the sector,
Alright, here we go for real.
Vanish out of sight. This one-time occurrence would be cryptically dubbed Aerith's Ghost. With little context as to what was happening, it was believed by some
I don't know. Something I think bad happened with this.
There were actually confirmed glitches associated with the event. The first would involve choosing a certain dialogue option when speaking to the Nibelheim.
Okay, I already messed up, I think. It's okay.
Witnessing Aerith's Ghost. The second of these would be a character placement glitch, in which characters with a
I just need to do some
places for a brief moment.
extreme cutting knife
Separate entities from the appearance of
with my knife.
And while the nature of the ghost scene has never been officially confirmed, there is evidence to suggest that its inclusion was in fact intentional, and one such implication could be found in Final Fantasy VII's debug room. There, players could find an option called After Aerith's Death, and when selected, players would be transported into the Sector 5 church to witness this scenario. Moreover, there would also be a dummied-out NPC with dialogue claiming to have seen a woman disappear in the church and call it haunted. And while the game didn't give many further
This situation is just like modern day Twitter. Something doesn't happen you like, or something happens that you don't like in a video game, you yell at the developers on Twitter. I think that's what the modern day solution is. Yeah, you don't have to. You have a direct access to harass the devs on Twitter, which I don't do that. That's really mean. Despite how bad the games are, these people put years of their life into the game. Which it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's just sad. Like, imagine putting like 5 years of work into a thing and just within 5 minutes, someone's like, this sucks.
As in children. At the end of the film, Cloud could properly see Aerith's spirit one last time in the Sector 5 church before she disappeared into the light. But whether or not that was connected to the ghost scenario from the original game is purely speculation. Later, however, in an interview with Yoshinori Kitase, more light would be shed on the event. When asked to explain the nature of Aerith's ghost, Kitase simply responded that he would leave it to the player's imaginations. Although this answer
Meaning he
was
doesn't have a
the fact he
good
did not
explanation.
flat out shoot it down, as he has done with some other fan theories, perhaps alludes to the ghost having some kind of deeper meaning. Among the many titles in the franchise, Final Fantasy IX stood out for several reasons, one of which was its enthralling storyline and intricately crafted universe.
Isn't that like all of them though? They're all intricately crafted.
Was complex and rich in detail, featuring a plethora of events and awe-inspiring moments. However, due to its extensive content, there were also instances where the story left us with more questions than answers. Some of these
Not
were
uncommon.
the unknown fate of the Burmesian king or the mysterious backstory of Lani. But perhaps one of the most perplexing of these occurrences would be the existence of Vivi's sons seen at the end of the game. Just like Vivi, his offspring would also be black mages, but the nature as to how they were born would leave many stumped, as the key ingredient to creating black mages would be the cryptic substance known as mist. However, by the game's
Cryptic
end,
substance.
mist would be wiped from the world of Gaia. Thus, this would beg the question as to just how Vivi's sons came to be without the key ingredient. Of course, much speculation would surround this occurrence, with some ideas being that Vivi possibly made use of the Black Mage factory in Dali and used the prototype procedure used for his own creation to generate his offspring. But this would still not explain how they would make up for the missing mist component.
Huh.
One potential solution actually comes via Kuja. After the eradication of the mist, following the defeat of the Soul Cage, Kuja would remark that while the mist could no longer be created, it would still lurk in caves and forests. He would then declare that he could still make monsters with magic. This might potentially explain how Vivi's sons were able to exist after the fall of the Ether Tree, as he could have made use of the residual mist lingering...
So messy, it's hard to tell if I'm doing it right.
But whether or not this was the actual course of action taken by Vivi remains unknown. In light of Final Fantasy XV's tumultuous development, substantial narrative changes were made as the project progressed. This would end up creating quite...
Final Fantasy 15 was probably like one of the most times in gaming, like one of the greatest times in gaming where I've been like the most disappointed. It had a lot going for it, and it just fumbled the bag in a lot of different ways, which is very, very sad. I wanted that game to be good so bad, especially because I really liked the demo, but it's like they took that and it's like one of the best parts of the game, and then that was the demo, and then the rest was like eh. I did end up platinuming that platinuming, I don't know, that game though. So there's something to be said about that. What that is, I don't know, but there's something to be said. Okay, let's continue.
Fantasy 15 universe, and the development team would then try their best to plug these holes.
The gameplay was kind of fun though.
I will. Downloadable content, as well as a novel titled
We'll say that.
15 Dawn of the Future. While these updates and additions would provide more context to the world of Eos and its characters, we would still be left with some lingering questions, and one of those would involve the supposed name of the game's main antagonist, Arden. In a major plot twist, Arden, who would parade himself as Arden Azunia for most of the game, would reveal his name to be Arden Lucis Kylum, a blood relative of Noctis. Although much of his motives would make sense upon learning about his history, there would still be one overarching question. Who was Azunia, and what was the significance of Arden taking on that name? In the soliloquy where Arden unveiled his true identity, he first addressed the nature of Azunia by saying, you'll never guess whose name Izunia was. This statement could suggest that either Arden himself was ignorant to the name's roots, or that the person to whom the name belonged was of great significance. However, the context behind the
It's
name
so convoluted, I don't even know.
due to disparities that existed between Final Fantasy XV's various language versions. In the French and German renditions, the name received a more elaborate backstory, stating that Arden was the eldest child of the Izunia family, which was eventually renamed as the Lucis Caelum lineage in light of their extraordinary abilities. This explanation was then further reaffirmed in the corresponding translations of episode Ignis. The difficulty came from this not being supported within the English translation, as there was almost no context regarding the name Izunia. It was also similar within the Japanese version, but one of Arden's lines in Chapter 13 would see him acknowledge Izunia as his real name and Lucis Caelum as his formal name, something that supported the French and German translations. Even though it meant there was no definitive answer, when pieced together, it felt concrete enough. But when episode Arden released, it muddied the waters further by offering another explanation. Instead of indicating the name Izunia was related to Arden's past, it instead stated that Izunia was the name given to Arden by Vestal upon joining Niflheim. This piece of lore would then be delivered in the same way across each language, as opposed to only being found in one or two of the localization efforts. And due to it being the final piece of content produced, it could therefore be seen as the correct interpretation. This would be further supported by a developer interview conducted by Famitsu. Scenario writer Toru Osanai would end up addressing the matter by explaining that Arden himself could not remember those to whom the surname belonged to due to the overwhelming amounts of information.
I don't think if you want to make an entire game, an entire universe, an entire story, that you should have to look outside of the game to get that story. For example, this game is a great example. Like, you had the game, the movie, and then the anime, and now you have to confirm stuff through developer interviews. Like, come on.
The memories of others.
Just put it in the game, man.
Forget specific factors relative to himself as a result. Additionally, this would also serve to explain Arden's cryptic line about who Izunia was. But even with this answer, the truth is still not 100% clear, and it really comes down to what chain of events players want to believe. The use of flashbacks as a storytelling element has featured quite prominently within the Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 7 and 8 would serve as notable examples, as they frequently employed flashbacks to divulge key plot points. Final Fantasy X would feature a similar narrative device, albeit with a slightly different approach of using spheres.
Spheres, yes.
Spheres would often serve as mediums of revelation during various points of the game, but one of its most prominent uses would be at the hands of Jecht, who would record various movie spheres in the hopes of allaying messages to his wife and his son, Tidus. These would appropriately be called Jecht spheres. But what's odd is that the Jecht spheres would actually be one of the few mediums through which we'd really get to know him and his story better, as outside of Yuna, the majority of the denizens of Spira, including many of the main party members, would have next to no knowledge about him. This was particularly strange, as he was an official guardian of Tyson
Oh,
Brass,
dang.
alongside Orin, both of whom would be hailed as heroes by Spira.
I forgot to set up my phone for the TikTok, man. Dang it.
Orin survived, whereas Jecht did not. But that would only make sense in terms of the wider population. This should not have affected characters like Lulu, Waka, and Kamari. They had spent a lot of time with Yuna, and as she seemed to revere and be very fond of Jecht, it seemed odd.
Okay, this kind of is messy right now.
Her father's travels. Outside of Yuna, Seymour, of all people, would be one of the few Spherans who actually did know and recognize Jecht. But given his position as a maester, as well as his knowledge regarding the true nature of sin, this wouldn't necessarily be too surprising.
So...
While there has often been little discussion about this particular topic,
oh no. I think I just,
himself had acknowledged that the three of them were considered by the general public to be the least likely candidates.
just glued the thing to the mandrel, which is... oh, that's so fantastic.
Orin is a straight warrior monk, and Jecht, a drunken blitzball player supposedly from Zanarkand.
Okay, I think that's okay.
The trio were practically nobodies within the realm of Sphera. Additionally, one could also
Let's try to
argue
take
that
this
Rod
off
was actually not that
if we
famous
can.
or well known, as those who recognized him were often either Yevonites or Guardians themselves, for example, Bartello and Wenkinok. And though one might consider that Jecht should have received recognition for his sacrifice alongside Braska in their conflict and sin, this may be explained by the fact that the true nature of the final Aeon was not known to many, and Yevon wanted to keep it a secret. Though these are simply conjectures, perhaps there really are valid reasons for Jecht's obscurity, but it's still kind of odd in the grand scheme of things. Over the years, Final Fantasy games have taken the fantasy aspect to whole new levels. It's seen the production of fantastic worlds, the existence of creatures like chocobos and moogles, and both magic and technology that was just awesome. But while all of these in some vein would generally come across to players as being within the realms of possibility within the established lore, there have been other occurrences where a little bit of context is required. And one particular instance of this would be Cid Polendina's remarkable survival after enduring a simultaneous fall and explosion in Final Fantasy IV. As the party
I was about to say, which Final Fantasy is this? That doesn't look like one I've seen.
By the Red Wings, causing them to be thrown off course. Cid, in an effort to ensure the safety of the remaining members, would bravely sacrifice.
Hey, this is an absolute mess. This is going very poorly right now
to the underworld,
in Ringworld.
trapping the Red Wings and preventing them from chasing the Enterprise any further. Cid's efforts would be successful, and due to how successful they were, the party believed that he had died. And this would be logical. After all, Cid jumped from a fast-moving airship from an incredible height, all while triggering a bomb that exploded right around him. Even in a fantasy world, the chances of surviving such circumstances would be extremely slim and nearly impossible to imagine. However, against all odds, Cid managed to defy convention and survive the harrowing experience, and he would later be found in the cave of the dwarves, receiving medical attention at their infirmary. But it begs
That's
the
called
question,
extreme plot
why
armor.
was he able to endure such a calamitous ordeal? Now, Cid was renowned for his hot-blooded and obstinate nature.
By the way, Cid in the new game, excellent character.
Advanced age. Based on this, perhaps it was his sheer willpower that enabled him to fight on against the odds and survive, or
Yes, it was willpower, of course.
advanced medical techniques. Either way, that Cid survived in the manner he did has always been a point of contention. But interestingly, this wouldn't be the last time a character would survive near impossible odds. In Final Fantasy VII, for example, Dyne would endure a
The true explanation is, it is what it is.
It would later be discovered that he lived through the incident with only a gunshot wound to his hand. And that brings us on to our final mystery, where we arrive at what perhaps might be the most strange and puzzling occurrence in the franchise, the Lunar Cry in Final Fantasy VIII. The Lunar Cry was defined as a catastrophic phenomenon that occurred when there was an excessive number of monsters on the moon's surface, causing them to overflow and plummet in large quantities onto the Earth's surface. It would be cited as the source of the monsters that plagued the world of Final Fantasy VIII, and we also learn that this phenomenon could also be induced through the use of the lunatic Pandora. In ancient history, the Lunar Cry was responsible for completely wiping out the Cetran civilization, and it was also responsible
Don't want to
for
spill all the
creating
opals, man. That would suck.
In the present timeline of the game, the Lunar Cry would happen once again, induced by Cypher under Ultima Seer's orders in an effort to retrieve Sorceress Adele's tomb, which was located in the moon's orbit.
Damn, I need this.
An important and cataclysmic occurrence in the game, it will be rife with oddities and conflicting details. For one, the explanation as to how it occurs is never really explained. According to the Final Fantasy VIII Ultimania, the Lunar Cry was a product of gravity, and it was likened to that of a tidal force. But that doesn't explain how it would result in a stream of monsters pouring out from the moon in a single column that would then crash into Earth. One might think that as a Final Fantasy title...
Oh, Clive, your ring is being a pain.
...for its occurrence, but that was not the case. Additionally, the two previous instances of the Lunar Cry would end up having clear destructive results, the first causing a mass extinction, and the second resulting in a huge crater. but for some
There
reason,
we go.
the lunar cry that took place at Tier's Point in the present timeline didn't seem to have
Yeah,
any
this one is really bad. A lot of stuff got in there.
from the perspective of there being a huge monster infestation. With this in mind, it begs the question as to what the overarching purpose of the lunar cry was, as the only real result of this supposed calamity would be Ultimacia's retrieval of Sorceress Adele's tomb. Some speculation would perhaps suggest it was an attempt to dig deeper into the dimensional themes of space and time that were featured in Final Fantasy VIII, but on the other hand, it could simply have just been a moment.
We can get away with some of this because it's like this. We're using the same amount of glow, or the same color of glow, but some of this is like messed up.
And with that, we're done. Those are the 7 unexplained Final Fantasy mysteries. If there's a mystery or phenomenon you're curious about, please let us know in the comments below, and I'm sure a discussion will start up. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Alright everyone, with that, this is Daryl signing out. I'd like to extend a big thank you to all of our Patreon and YouTube membership supporters, especially Benjamin Snow, Chris M. Walker, The Livestream, Elsa Claire Farron, Galcian and Deacon Darker, Gregory, Justin Dent, Lord of Morning, and Zukin TDK, who are super special Onion Knight supporters. And of course, a big thank you to everyone for watching this video. I'll see you all again soon for more Final Fantasy goodness.
It's a good video, good video. Interesting stuff you have to look out for. Yeah, not bad. So yeah, can you guys believe that this game came out in 1987? That's crazy, dude. So that was a good video. Final Fantasy Union. If you like Final Fantasy, that is your place. That's where you want to be. So there's that, and I have a couple other ones. They're not as related, but one I did want to watch was there is the thing called a Sonic Central, which is their version of a direct, I guess. So I want to watch this and see what that was all about, because I completely missed it. Alright, let's go. Which is kind of unexpected. I wouldn't ever think they would do that.
Hi everyone, welcome to the third
Hello.
Sonic Central. My name is Ivo Gerskovich, and I'm here with Izuka-san, and today's a very special day. Today's June 23rd, and that's Sonic's birthday.
What?
We're here to celebrate
Miss Sonic's birthday.
Games, shows, and so much more. Last year was amazing, thanks to all of you, and this year promises to be even better. We have a lot of surprises and announcements coming up in this video, so you'll want to stay till the end. We don't want you to miss a thing.
That's right.
Isn't this music from Sonic Adventure?
More than ever, creating open zone gameplay with Sonic Frontiers, and expanding our horizon with Sonic Origins Plus. Sonic also took Netflix by storm with the release of Sonic Prime this past holiday season. We love our fans and have made it our goal to create great games and content for years to come.
Whether you're excited about game announcements,
Sonic's not going anywhere, whether you like it or not.
we've got something for everyone. So let's get the show on the road.
The Blue Blur is back in Sonic Origins Plus. Enjoy a ton of exciting new content that expands the Sonic Origins collection of essential classic Sonic titles. Check it out.
16? I didn't know it was that much. Really? The Game Boy? I saw that they announced this game, but I didn't know what it was.
Already own Sonic Origins? No problem. The Plus expansion pack gives you access to all
Oh man, I'm confused. My brain isn't working right. I thought this was the completely new game.
With more content than ever before, this is the definitive way to play 16 classic Sonic titles in one timeless collection. Download your bundle or pick it up in stores today.
I'm slow today.
In honor of Sonic's birthday, the Starfall Islands have been decked out to celebrate, and you're invited.
Hold on, what was that?
To celebrate, and you're invited.
Oh, there's like an event in game? I wonder if it's still going on. I should probably hit that up before it goes away. Come on, man. Oh, look at all the hats. And New Game Plus. I never beat this game. I wanted to. I thought it was pretty good. That first boss fight was incredible.
New moves, new collectible Coco, and new Game Plus. Sonic's Birthday Bash update for Sonic Frontiers is available later today for free.
Until
Celebrate
when?
Sonic's birthday with a new event that unlocks Tuxedo Classic Sonic. Our first ever alternate skin for Classic Sonic in Sonic Speed Simulator on Roblox.
What the hell is that? I've heard some things about that.
Go fast with your friends and check out the new content that will be available later today. Are you
I don't
ready to
play
dive into new
Roblox
episodes
though,
of the
that's the
Netflix
thing.
animated series Sonic Prime? We have more on the way starting July 13th.
Green Hill is gone.
Where'd it go?
And it's all your fault, Sonic. Every
Kill him!
space contains a shard, creates a distorted version of our reality. If we bring them back here, then maybe there is a chance. The only way to fix the reality you shattered is if we work together.
This is bigger than you, Sonic. If you fail, we're finished.
Damn, they really hate him.
Or say goodbye to your friends forever.
You want the shard? You're gonna have to get it yourself!
Hang on to your boots.
9? Is that you?
No, it's you.
Metal Sonic.
Coming to Netflix July 13th. In addition, Sonic Dash, the original...
I'll probably watch it.
...is making its official debut exclusively for Netflix as Sonic Prime Dash, and will launch alongside the new season of Sonic Prime.
I was indoctrinated into the Sonic fandom from a young age.
Up next, we've got some exciting news from your favorite Sonic mobile games to help pump up the birthday celebration.
Yeah, everyone's favorite games, the mobile ones.
Silver in both Sonic Forces and Sonic Dash. This powerful psychic hedgehog is ready to take on any challenge. His super speed makes him an unstoppable force to be reckoned with. In July, Sonic Dash and Sonic Dash Plus on Apple Arcade introduced Dragon Hunter Lancelot, a fearless adventurer with a sharp eye and even sharper skills. He's always on the hunt for new challenges and won't rest until he's the best. And speaking of the best, Classic Super Sonic joins Sonic mobile games. He's back and better than ever, showcasing the speed and style that made him a legend. Look out for upcoming events on the App Store.
Why was there a delay on that?
Sonic will be joining Samba de Amigo Party Central later this summer. The songs
Okay.
Escape from the City from Sonic Adventure 2 and Fist Bump from Sonic Forces will be among 40 different tracks included in the game at launch, along with a stage modeled after the City Escape level from Sonic Adventure 2.
It's crazy how that's like one of the most popular video game songs ever, still to this day. Like everyone knows City Escape. Almost got it, I think. Dang. I should have taken better care.
Samba de Amigo Party Central launches for Nintendo Switch on August 29th. Pre-orders are available now. Buy the digital deluxe edition on the Nintendo eShop to unlock special Sonic the Hedgehog series costumes and accessories, along with the Sonic Music Pack. Samba de Amigo is also coming to MetaQuest and is available for pre-order now on the MetaQuest store.
I never thought Samba de Amigo would come back.
Big screen with a live symphony orchestra and rock band. Get excited because the Sonic Symphony World Tour will officially kick off September 16th at Barbican Hall in London. Relive highlights from Sonic's 30th anniversary symphony concert and enjoy some new surprises as well. Select shows will also feature special musical guests.
That's kind of hype, not gonna lie.
Los Angeles, Sao Paulo, Boston, and Chicago through October.
Oh, Brazil.
In February, the tour makes its way to Asia, kicking off with a performance in Tokyo, Japan. Plus, stay tuned for more dates and cities.
If I had the means, I would go. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
SonicSymphonyTour.com.
I just gotta clean out some more stuff.
Some exciting news. Sonic's best friend and mega streaming superstar, Tails.
Huh?
Hi everyone, it's so good to see you again. As you may know, last year I started my own streaming channel, TailsTube. I want to give a special thanks.
Is this actually a thing?
On to hang out with me and my friends. We learned a lot together, didn't we? Last season we gave you the full scoop on Sonic, but there's still so much more fun to have. More friends, more facts, more everything. We've got so much planned that whoa! Oh wait. I think that might have been more excitement than the old stream could handle. No problem.
There's even a chat and everything. This is meta, huh?
Well, nobody calls me that actually, but I'm hoping it'll.
Streamer watching a stream.
There we go. Another successful job for Big. This may take a little more.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of doing this already.
I hope you look forward to all the fun we're going to have on the next season of TailsTube.
This is what you gotta do, though.
Whoa, what happened here? This looks like a job for Fix-It Fox.
Yes.
Episodes of TailsTube are coming out soon on YouTube.
It is a thing. What?
Sonic merchandise? We've got you
How come I never knew of this?
around the world. Recreate the epic battle from the games with the Death Egg playset from Jack's Pacific. Inside this massive
It's so
playset,
weird.
Sonic can grind one of two rails, striking the egg heart to defeat Dr. Eggman.
Recreate using the
Whoa.
Death Egg, children.
Sonic by Crocs and Gibbets have arrived. Give your style
What?
a boost with these red-hot clogs, inspired by Sonic's very own shoes. Or
Okay.
activate your own fashion mode by adding Sonic Gibbets charms to any Crocs clog. Available now through Crocs and select retailers. The hype is
Man, when I was younger,
Check out Sonic's
you got made
upcoming
fun of if you wore
collaboration with
Crocs. Now look at
streetwear
them.
brand Hypeland. These
Good on them for
exclusive
turning it around, I
nostalgic designs
guess.
Celebrate the Sonic universe and feature all your favorite characters
See?
and even some surprises.
Drop my knife.
The collection includes graphic t-shirts, home goods,
Didn't wanna that to land on my foot.
exclusively at a birthday-themed Los Angeles pop-up activation on June 24th. Everything will be available online worldwide June 26th.
That was
Level
my
up your gaming
birthday.
with all new Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow the Hedgehog cable guys. These gaming stands can hold your controller, phone, remote control, perhaps even a ring or two.
A ring?
Today. Straight from Sonic Adventure 2, our heroes Sonic and Shadow have been sculpted into an incredible statue from S-Fire. Pre-order starts today.
That's
The
sick.
Sonic the Hedgehog franchise is known for some of the most iconic music in gaming. Now you can create your own music with this Sonic guitar from ESP. Available soon. Get ready to
Wait, did they
chill
show
out
it?
with Sonic
Hold on, I looked away for a second.
in gaming. Now you can create the Hedgehog franchise is known
What?
for some of the
That's
most iconic
sick.
music in gaming. Now you can create your own music with this Sonic guitar from ESP. Available soon. Get ready
Oh,
to
that
chill
is
with the newest
sick, dude.
collaboration with Igloo Sonic Playmates. The
It's probably
16-bit
violently
Sonic
expensive though,
Playmates
that's
is
the
a
thing.
perfect companion for those hot summer days when you need to crack open a cold Chaos Cola. Available now. We celebrate 30 years of our legendary hedgehog with Amy's 30th
Crack open a cold one.
special, a one-shot comic book from IDW Publishing. Amy must save her friends and stop Dr. Eggman in this all-new classic Sonic adventure. Available later this year.
I'm getting a new blade.
See what Sonic is cooking up next at San Diego Comic-Con. You can eat like our speedy hero at the new Sonic the Hedgehog restaurant, coming to this year's San Diego Comic-Con.
That's crazy.
Keep an eye on our Sonic social channels for more details. Construct your own Sonic adventures with 5 new Sonic the Hedgehog playsets by LEGO.
New?
Join Sonic, Tails, and
There was
Knuckles
some
as they use the
before?
Speed Sphere to rescue animals,
I'm so out of
fly
the
in
loop.
tornado plane, lay a few traps, take on the loop challenge, or face off against the Death Egg robot and defeat the evil Dr. Egg.
Whoa.
Oh man, I think I lost
Huh?
audio over here. Dr. Eggman, I knew it.
What?
You're going down, man.
5, 6, 7, 8. From the head to the leg. I'm the man. I'm the egg. I'm a genius. I'm quick. I made bad nicks. Mogul bug, chopper buzz, bomb, crab meat. Neutron 2. I say their names to the beat. My mustache is most flash. I'm evil as heck. I've been very wrong. Now I'm here in my mech. Gonna take down Sonic. Gonna get him with my mech. Gonna
Bars.
rule the world with all my badness. Gonna hit some pencils. Hit Sonic. Oh yes. Hit a coffee cup, spill it on the desk. Gonna knock down Sonic and Sonic and Sonic. Gonna hit a laptop that's got Sonic on it. Some people call me evil, call me vile, call me pest. You can call me Dr. Eggman, I'm the best. Hold for applause. I've interrupted this broadcast for 3 very important reasons. Firstly, to round up all my mess and badniks. Big check. Secondly, to show all the haters of the Brickfield Eggman that I am now an incredibly handsome minifigure. Even bigger check. And thirdly, to fix a glaring issue with LEGO Sonic. To that end, I have secretly infiltrated LEGO HQ and captured the one they call Carl with my mind control device.
Carl?
In order to give Sonic a very special makeover, simply put on some glasses, add the mustache, and voila! Sonic is now handsome, like me, Dr. Eggman.
That's scary.
To celebrate my new design, I've used my superior intellect to craft the hashtag #MakeLegoSonicMoreEggman. And if enough people use this hashtag, then perhaps the good, hard-working people at LEGO Company will replace the old boring Sonic with my new, improved, much more beautiful design. Yes, this will definitely happen. Eggman out.
This is some of the weirdest stuff I've ever heard from Sega.
On my end. Can you guys hear me all right? Sorry about that, everyone. You never know when Dr. Eggman is going to show up and cause trouble. Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah, let's move on.
Sonic and Eggman's original character designer, Naoto Oshima. We sat down with Oshima-san and Izuku-san to discuss what it was like returning to the series.
This year we wanted the classic Sonic series to undergo a significant evolution. That's why we started this project. The goal was to reproduce the feeling of that pixel art. Classic
I think we're good. Dang, that took forever, dude.
world of 3D.
This process was and enjoyable.
We wanted to bring back some nostalgic characters for the fans. That's why we chose Fang, who hasn't appeared in games for many decades. He persistently gets in Sonic's way as one of Eggman's henchmen.
Fang was cool back in the day.
This game features 4-player co-op play and is packed with fun for everyone.
Okay, how do I want to do this?
And supported Sonic for so long. I hope you guys enjoy it.
To hear more from Oshima-san and Izuka-san about the development of
Okay, I think I'm gonna protect the outsides more, but I'm gonna use...
For more details about this title, head to sonicsuperstars.com, where you can sign up for an exclusive in-game reward that's redeemable when
I'm gonna
Sonic
use medium
Superstars comes out
viscosity,
later this year.
so it doesn't get into
And
the
now that we've shown you a little more about Sonic
the inside.
Superstars, we have one more surprise for you. Sega and Lego have teamed up to build even more fun into the game.
And there's something in my eye. It's a Lego Sonic game. Okay, let's make sure this stuff is fine. Get his ass. Break him into into millions of pieces.
Here's your chance to make Dr. Eggman feel like a square. Pre-order now at sonicsuperstars.com to access a special skin that changes Eggman into Lego Eggman. To celebrate the new physical Lego sets and Sonic Superstars Lego DLC, Legoland is offering a free kids ticket with purchase of an adult ticket. Good at any Legoland theme park.
I've always wanted to go to Legoland.
North America through end of the year.
Someday I will go. I'm an adult now, but like, you know, sometimes you have to please your inner child and do stuff you couldn't before. Ay 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 ay.
We've been working hard to expand Sonic's horizons. Keep an eye out for Sonic 3, another action-packed film featuring Shadow, scheduled for late 2024. And don't forget about
My glue is leaking everywhere.
action hybrid series set in the cinematic universe of Sonic the Hedgehog. It'll debut this holiday on Paramount Plus.
This ring is fighting me. It is fighting me to the death.
And we are more inspired than ever to provide the highest quality content. Thank you for your continued love and support for Sonic.
Make sure you stay up to date by following our official social channels linked in the description below. So,
until next time.
You know, my glue is stuck for some reason. It's now dripping again. I'm having a straight up catastrophe here. Oh, it's over. So we already saw this. I have it on a playlist. Hold on, I need to figure this out because my medium CA is not flowing as it should. There is a blockage of some sort. I think I got it. Please, I need you. My brother. You know what? I'm using something else because I'm losing my patience. You don't want to work with me? I will work with something else. I'll put something else on the list. Whoops. Okay. This is not related to anything. I just saw this and I was like, I will like this game. I want to watch it. Maybe the stream will want to watch it too. Why not?
Hello everyone. This video is something of a sequel to my last video, where we looked at 50 things you might
What is going on here?
Tony Hawk's Underground. This time, we'll be doing the same thing for Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I really hope you all enjoy it.
Okay.
We start with the intro cutscene to Story Mode, which follows on from the events in Underground 1. Here, we get some brief footage of New Jersey, which was one of the levels on the previous game, of course.
New Jersey, ew.
Escape here? Well, to find out, let's head to the training level.
Okay, I'm
You
just
create
gonna
a goal here and zoom all
cover
the way
this
out. You
carefully.
can see some grass outside the level boundary. This is actually where New Jersey is located, outside the training level. To get there, we first have to load up the school level in Create a Goal mode. Start creating skate letters over here, and put the player 1 icon right up here in this corner. Place all the skate letters anywhere really, something like this.
Okay, I'm not even gonna mess around with that. I'm gonna use accelerator right away.
And press start to pause the game at exactly the same time. If you get it right, you'll be editing the goal and accessing the
And the
pause
other side?
simultaneously.
Oh my god, dude. I can't believe I just did that.
Once the level loads, we'll
I
still be
grabbed the
editing
wrong
the goal.
bottle and it went
If you make
everywhere.
sure, you'll hear the sound of an input. What's actually happening is that I'm placing one of the skate letters every time I press X to ollie. Once I press X enough times,
I think it'll be fine.
now all we need to do is go down to test mode, or you can complete the goal and then
I can't believe I did that, guys. This feels so stupid.
once you've done this, back. We are now
Alright, let's see the damage.
What's happened is that the one-player start icon that we placed on the school level corresponds with this location on the training level, which just happens to be where New Jersey is. So let's check out New Jersey. As it's only used very briefly in the story mode intro,
You know all
only a
that digging
small
out I
part
had
of
to
the level
do?
has been modeled, with many of the original parts of New Jersey missing. Still, we can check out what's here. The part of the level that is used for the cinematic is playable. You can go up these vert ramps here, but you don't seem to be able to lift on the edge of the roof. There are some ramps that aren't solid, however, but you can get up on these roofs here.
I think we'll be okay. It didn't get in most of the ring somehow. I do feel like I will have to be digging out stuff later though.
This area is quite weird, as the vert ramps are solid, but there's no floor in between them, which makes for some strange effects when you try to skate them.
Okay, we just need to fix this part and then
Is that there are no
try not to F up any longer from here on out.
if you're outside the level, as technically this is the training
Which if you're me,
so we're already out of bounds.
there's a high likelihood that you will.
New Jersey that you couldn't explore as easily on Thug 1.
This is the less glamorous side of ring making. It's all not sunshine rainbows.
Over here.
Sometimes you mess up royally.
You can jump in this fence and explore this area of the level here, which you could get to on Thug 1, but only through the use of glitches.
Angry.
You can get behind and even inside this row of houses as well. Again, there's nothing too interesting here, but it's another section of the level that was previously inaccessible. Oh, by the way, you can jump up and see this bridge here, and you can also get a good look at some of the actual training here.
Brother, come on.
So, I hope you guys decide to try this one for yourselves. It's a lot of fun. Okay, off to Boston now, where we revisit a running Easter egg in the Tony Hawk series of games. If you go over here to these apartments and go up here, you can once again see a man staring at a goat. Well, actually, he's doing more than staring. He's dancing, complete with some special music that only plays right here in this spot. If we go up to
I'm barely paying attention, to be honest.
generally known as the Star Wars kid. You can also interact with him to get the kid to show you his moves, if you can call them that. This Easter egg was based on a real-life internet meme from around the time of the game's release, which was a video of a 15-year-old kid by the name of Ghislaine Raza imitating Darth Maul.
Oh, Star Wars kid, what?
The originally private video was discovered by his classmates, posted online, and the rest is history.
That's kind of mean.
Also, the Star Wars kid appears on the triangle level, showcasing
But it's also iconic.
several aliens. The kid appears as an unlockable skater as well, which we'll see later in the video. Off to Berlin now, specifically to this gallery, which is based loosely on the real-life Neue National Gallery for Modern Art. However, that's not what we're here to discuss. If you enter the building in story mode, you can see Cut Chemist here, who is unlockable as a bonus skater and also has a song on the game soundtrack.
I can feel my carpal tunnel coming back as we speak.
Which will slowly break each pane of glass in the building.
Yikes. Okay. That was super annoying.
Once they're all broken, you can smash through each one like this. And you can even break the ones that form the ceiling of the gallery as well. Once you've done this, you can see that it's now fully open air, much different to how it started out.
I think. No, there's still some stuff. Boy howdy, the stream is going very well.
Back to Boston and to the Massachusetts State House. This is where you meet Benjamin Franklin on story mode.
Huh?
Next to this section of the State House that's accessible, you can see a bunch of paintings with clown faces on them. It's believed that these are real-life historical figures, most likely politicians. However, I don't believe any of their identities have ever been confirmed. Maybe one day we'll
I don't know. It's hard to tell with these if they're good or not. Like there's just stuff in there everywhere.
Sticking in Boston, there's another point of interest just around the corner. On the side of the Boston tea house here is a teapot sack which you can grind on. You can even see steam coming out of it. If you do manage to grind on it, you'll hear the sound of a boiling tea.
There we go. Dang, dude. Holy smokes. I've been working on that piece for like ever.
Head to Barcelona now.
I know you cannot really tell.
Which is deemed out of bounds.
I'm a little bit more focused on like actually fixing this than showing what's going on.
Interesting thing about this bit of the
I
level,
apologize, but I want it to be good. It has to be good.
closely, you can see that this says CKY. CKY is of course a band originally consisting of Darren Miller, Chad Ginsberg and Jess Margera, brother of Bam.
What,
CKY was
really?
also used as the
I didn't know
basis
that.
group of friends that consisted of Bam and others, who released videos under the same name of stunts and skateboarding. Sticking with Barcelona, if you head over to Park Güell, you can see these two houses in front of the actual park area here.
96 Quite Bitter Beings is my jam.
Artist Gaudi. So therefore it's only fitting that Thug 2's creators decided to add an evil gingerbread man staring out of one of the windows. Also in Barcelona, let's head over to this area over here, where we can see
Okay, I think we're fine.
located out of bounds.
Now let me grab the right glue and we can finally continue.
Just follow what I do here if you want to try this for yourselves.
It's gonna fill in everything.
Anyway, what's interesting about this area is that there is a pile of bull crap sitting right here. And like all the rest of
Okay.
you can still ollie on
Let's
it.
glue it.
Once you release the bull from the cage, it'll
Hit
roll
it
down
hard.
the road and drop through it.
Hit it hard, brother.
But it never goes near the market out of bounds. So what is this pile of gum doing here? Well, if you go to story mode and switch to the bullfighter to unlock the guest doors, and check out the Smells Like Bulldog goal, you can see that the out of bounds bull poo is actually used as the background image for this goal. So that's what it's there for. Okay, last one on Barcelona.
Okay.
If you go over here to the Hospital de Sant Pau and jump up to this window.
We...
Bloody stretcher, which seems to vibrate on the spot.
Everything is covered except for the middle, which is what we want, I think. Not I think, it's what we want.
Which is not in operation anymore. It's now a tourist attraction. Weirdly, the bloody stretcher was censored on certain other versions of the game. I recommend watching Odd Header's video on this, which I'll link in the video.
I missed a spot. Of course.
You can find this dumpster here on the left. On it, you can see the number 420, a Neversoft favourite. But also another number as well, 8675309. At first,
That number.
Conspicuous, but it's actually the name of a song. It refers to 8675309 Jenny by Tommy Two-Tone, which was released back in 1981.
81?
Back to Boston briefly now. Do you remember on story mode, to unlock Jesse James as the secret skater on this level, you had to go down this ramp to this door here. Jesse James would be shown
Alright,
inside the
it's
bar.
super duper messy, but I think we'll be fine
Switch and play as Jesse.
to continue, and it's gonna look even messier.
Wondered where the bar
But I
area
think you need to trust the process, okay? Some people hate that term, but literally,
To get there, we can use the same glitch as we did to get to New Jersey.
that's what you have to do.
Go to create a goal mode and load up Berlin. Place the player 1 start icon here, just like I've done, and then like before, press X and start at the same time on the edit conditions option. Then navigate to change level and pick Boston. Press the action button as many times as it takes to bring up the edit goal menu again. Then go down to press goal and ta-da! You're now inside the bar. Funnily enough, Jesse James is actually
I've never done a ring like this before,
the only section of the bar that is shown on camera is modded.
so it's a learning process for me as well.
Also, this bar is called Gears, which should give you a clue to the bar that it's modeled from. It's the bar from the 1980s sitcom Cheers. Alright, so the next thing on our list takes place on multiple levels. First we start in Canada. If you jump down to the water here,
Where all great things start, Canada.
islands. Once here, you can actually nata spin on the ice, which reveals this hidden message. Similarly, on LA, there is another hidden message. In fact, more than one. Firstly, if you go over to this pool here and grind around it, the game will keep track of how many times you get around it without falling off. Then if you head to this pillar, you can actually wall ride around it, and the game will count how many times you're able to go around. You could try to skitch a car if you wanted to generate some extra speed in hope of getting a higher score.
Precision inlaying here.
Lastly, and I think this is my favourite one. If you manage to manual down this ledge, you'll get this message, and you'll hear the sound of a crash. By the way, Andy THPS was one of the people who worked on the game, as well as previous titles in the series. People in the comments section of my Thug 1 video actually pointed out that Andy recorded the demo combos on Underground 1, which I featured in the video. Anyway, do you know of any other hidden messages on the game? Let me know in the comments. Sticking in LA, if you go up to the overpass before you trigger the earthquake, you should be able to see a few familiar vehicles up there. You can see the Street Racers car from New Jersey.
Yeah, yikes.
Also, Moscow level. This isn't the only place that
Shoot.
cars appear either. So keep your eyes
It's not that big of a deal. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine.
Also on LA, did you know that there's an invisible rail on the level? Before the
Just
earthquake
gotta
reaches
take a
you,
little out.
get up on top of the car wash and set yourself up like this. Then ollie and press triangle to grind. If you've hit the right spot, you will grind on thin air. I believe this could actually be the road sign that's attached to the freeway that falls down after you set the earthquake off. So I guess the ability to grind in this spot just accidentally got left in at the start of the level. Next up is Australia, which is likely based on the Bondi Beach area of coastline. If you go down onto the beach, you'll notice that the game
Next up, Australia, based off.
walk instead.
What do you think, Australia?
Skate on sand in real life, right? However, if you want to set a restart here, then go to that restart, you can actually then skate on the sand, which is pretty funny to see. Although,
Okay, let's do the opals. I got black opals for this.
on story mode, a recurring goal for the player is to complete the arcade machine high score.
And it should be like this. It's gonna go like this.
You might actually spot that the letters that make up the default high scores actually spell something out. It says, 10 hardcore years kicking your ass. In tribute to the longevity of the series. Also on Skatopia, if you skate this section of the level here, a cat will jump on your head for a few seconds, before jumping off again. However, did you ever wonder what would happen if you threw a smoke bomb while the cat was on your head? Well, it causes the cat to stay on your head. You can then skate around the level for as long as you like, with your newly acquired sidekick. One funny thing
Much like real life.
performing a front flip or a back flip. The cat flies away and then just goes back onto your head. Also, freakouts look quite funny in this state as well. I was trying to perform the freakout where you smash the board with your head, but I couldn't get my character to do it. That's one for you guys to try. Here's a glitch that I remember being talked about a lot, not long after the game's release. Head up to the freeway again on LA and skitch a car that's heading in this direction. When you do this,
I need a new bottle of CA because this one is like,
you can explore this huge area here.
it's
There's a fair amount of space to explore here, so I recommend that you guys do this for yourself.
messing me up, basically.
And you can even get into the liquor store, like I've done here. Here's another one you might have seen before, but it's just too good not to include in the video. Okay, so on Canada, go to this spot here, grab onto the top of this ramp. Go as far to the left as the game.
Hold on, I'm gonna do that really fast. It won't take but a second.
There's a big area down here to explore. Any area like this that's found underneath a level is generally referred to as a hell. In the Tony Hawk universe, at least. While any accessible area above a level is often...
And I'm getting CA all over me.
Back to New Orleans now. Do you remember how you can raise the dead to access the secret skater in story mode? You might also remember that you have to do a Christ air over this statue to banish all the zombies. Have you ever taken
Makes
a closer
sense.
look at this statue?
Thinking of.
You'd probably think that it's Jesus.
My hands are stuck together.
Statue of Jeff. This could potentially relate to the Neversoft developer Jeff Morgan, but this is uncommon.
Look at this.
Remember, guys?
All this is glue. This shiny.
Yourself to Jeff. Okay, back to Boston and to the river.
Okay.
If you go up this bird ramp here, you can break into the bank. Special music will play while you explore this area. It all looks pretty normal until you notice that there's a portrait of what is likely to be one of the Neversoft developers on the wall. I don't believe the identity of this person has ever been confirmed, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was Kurt Gutierrez again. I mean, it kind of looks like him, but I can't really say that with any real degree of certainty. Okay, heading back to LA now, and probably not for the last time in this video. Once you trigger the earthquake...
Probably not, wouldn't you know? Didn't you make the video?
Weirdly, this isn't even a car that was previously driving on the freeway. It's totally different. Anyway, if you walk or skate on it, it'll fall off down to the ground below. You might notice that for some reason, it has now changed colour from dark grey to silver. However, the fact that I wanted to share as part of this video is that, did you know you can actually grind the wheels off this car once it's fallen off the freeway? You can also carry on interacting with them once they're off the car, and you can even hit them into out of bounds areas. Do you know that there exists at least 3 interactive musicians on Thug 2? The first can be found here in the subway in Boston.
It's covering the entire thing in opals.
The second can be found here on Berlin.
Oh, do you like the German music?
Okay. It doesn't look like it, but it's actually inlaid. All right. Guys, y'all have to be honest. Hold on. Let me bring up the controller. This ring has gotten really messy, and I'm not in the greatest of spirits, to be honest with you. I still want to make the ring, it's just gonna be a pain to make. But the mood that I'm in, because of this, I'm just frustrated, and I don't feel like it's gonna be a good stream, or I could get any good content out of it. So I know I haven't even been streaming for barely an hour and a half, but I think I'm gonna call it for today and then leave it and then come back in better spirits so I can be a better streamer than what I am today. Cause it usually doesn't take long for this stuff to happen, and it does happen, but like, to be honest, this is like one of the most catastrophic, not catastrophic, but just like the worst ring that I've had to fight for a long time. So I'm just kind of like, you know, and I notice I'm not talking that much, so I don't feel like I'm entertaining or doing anything, you know, worth watching right now. So I'm gonna call it, and we'll come back and we'll do it better, okay? I'll finish the ring on a different day, all right? So thank you for stopping by, regardless.